Hello, I am MrTieDye, and this video I'm going to show you how to tie a peace sign. So to start with, I've turned the shirt inside out, I've centered it, and I do have a video on centering the shirt if you need to know that. And then I've pulled just the front of the t-shirt out, and I've marked my center spot here on the t-shirt. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the bottom of the t-shirt while holding this center spot in place, and I'm going to fold up until it's about a 60-degree angle here. I've done this enough times that I can kind of judge that. If you need to, you can use a protractor and lay it out and get your 60 degrees on there. It doesn't have to be exact, but that's about the angle that I like to do my peace signs. I fold it up once, and then I'm going to take this, I'm going to fold it back down, smooth that out, and then I'm going to take the top of my t-shirt and I'm going to fold it along that same line. So I'll hold that center spot, fold that down. So now I have 3 layers of t-shirt, and basically those 3 layers are where the lines in the peace sign are going to be. So I want to have all those 3 together. The next thing I need to do is mark my outer circle for the peace sign. And the way that I found is easiest to do for that is I take a washable marker, I tie a string to it, and then you're going to figure out how tall up, and I'm going to put this down just a couple inches from, let me center that a little bit. I'm going to put this a couple inches from the top here. So I will just measure out and then hold that center spot with my string, and then just use that to guide my washable marker. So now I've made my little circle, half circle, quarter circle, whatever you want to call it. And then I will take this string off of here. I just tied a slip knot, and I will go ahead and keep that loop in this string for later, if it wants to open for me. And then I'm going to fold right along this line here. So I'll usually fold going towards the 3 creases here. This is where I have my 3 creases, and I can feel that this here is my line where there's an extra layer here. So this part here is what you want to make sure that as you fold, you don't pull this part of the t-shirt, this top layer, back from there. You want to keep those all lined up. So I usually do my about 1/2 inch accordion folds, and I'll just move right along that line, making sure that I'm grabbing all of the layers of the t-shirt. And once I get to this thick area of the fold, I'll fold that in. You can see that, and I'm keeping this line as straight as possible on the top. And those last few folds are going to be a little bit thicker just because there's more layers of the t-shirt. Once I have that all the way done, then I'm going to take that loop that I had earlier from my pin. I'm going to put that on and tighten it up just enough to hold those creases in place. Well, my slip knot wants to slip on me. Once I have that tightened up, I'm going to just set my string out of the way, and then I'm going to take my 3 folds here that I have, and I'm going to fold those right next to this same line that I have. So I usually will hold those, the tip, with my fingers just to make sure that that doesn't come undone back here. And then I'm going to start right here, and I'm going to fold that down. And you just have to kind of work with it. It's not going to fold nice and flat, that first one. But then I'm just going to fold each one of them after that and just make a nice accordion fold. So that's what your peace sign should look like at this point. Now, since I've left this string attached, now I can wrap this around. And I'm going to straighten this out so that these 3 folds kind of line up right at the edge of this line that I've drawn on here. And then I'm going to go back maybe 1 inch from those folds here, and that's where I will tie this off. So I'll wrap that around just a couple times to tie it, and then I'm going to wrap around to the middle here, right where I had my line drawn. I'm going to wrap around there one time, and then I'm going to go the other side of my line. So basically what I've done is either side of this line I want about an inch or an inch and a half, depending on how big of a peace sign you're making, of fabric. So I'll highlight these lines where I've drawn them. But basically I'm going to go either side there. Like I say, this here is where I put my string now. It is right on those two lines, and this is the center. So this part here in between the lines is what is going to be my peace sign. So I will finish tying that off, and then I will do another video showing how I dye this. And once I get that tied off, I'm just going to take the rest of this, and you can scrunch it up or you can spiral it. And let me zoom back out. The rest of this t-shirt, you can scrunch it, spiral it, fold it, whatever you want to do with it. It's kind of bulky just because of the various layers. And like I say, I will be showing you how I dye the peace sign in the next video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you like my videos. If you have any requests, please put them in the comments below. Thank you, and happy Halloween.